How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. Yeah, it feels like I've entered a bit of a stability stage at the moment. I'm feeling good, exercising, riding the bike, busy, and most importantly, cancer's not the first thing I think about in the morning when I wake up. It's not the last thing I think about when I go to bed at night. I think we've got into a rhythm now where it's part of our lives, and we manage that and crack on. And it feels like it's been one of the busiest periods of my life the last few months, just doing everything, fun stuff, family stuff, work, travel. So yeah, I feel good. I'm on constant medications, constant treatment, but it's not interfering too much with my life. And the most important thing is it's working. So I'm stable at the moment. Everything's good. So making hay while the sun shines.
The reason I asked you that is, you and I have been in touch for a while, but there was still shock the last time we spoke, even though it was not new for you, but
yes,
you'd revealed to the public that there was still this shock. So has it been kind of nice not to have to talk about having cancer, even though that's what I'm talking to you about now?
Yeah.
Has it been nice to sort of get it all out there and then try and find a way of living with your wife and your children and the rest of your family?
Yeah, it has. And I found out in one sentence, it was in one moment I found out about my diagnosis, and so we had about, roughly a year to come to terms with it and to get used to it and to start treatment, and before that was public knowledge. So, when it came out in the news, I think some people thought that I just found out and it was all new to me, but I'd had a year to get used to it. But what you don't get used to, or what you're not ready for, is that the outpouring of support from the public
and attention.
It's exactly, and I think it's okay when it's just yourself, but when you've got your family as well to think about. It's a difficult thing to contend with and to balance, but the support has been incredible. I mean, it was something I didn't really consider, and I didn't think about what the potential outcomes of going public with my diagnosis might be. But when you hear from people, when you speak to people who tell you that they have gone and had a PSA test off the back of your diagnosis, they have gone and they found that they had no symptoms, no problems at all, but they had a check and turns out they've got cancer too, but they've caught it early enough to treat it and to cure it. It makes sense of the situation. It makes sense of my situation. So, that lifts you up a huge amount. It gives you hope. It gives you a purpose, and I can't believe the position I'm in now compared to 18 months ago. I never imagined that I'd be able to get to this point where I'm actually just living life, and not just living life, but actually appreciating it more than ever, and able to enjoy the little things. It's not just about doing bucket list stuff and doing massive things. It's just about appreciating the daily, the mundane fun of life, the mundane elements of life, which can be wonderful, that you don't necessarily appreciate when you're on this treadmill of next, what we're doing tomorrow. Never mind tomorrow, enjoy today.
Fabulous to hear. I think you just said that word, stable. Mm-hmm. With the condition that you have, for that to be the case at the moment.
Yes.
Let's give a big thumbs up.
Well, yeah, exactly, because it's not guaranteed. So not everybody responds to treatment. Not everyone responds as well as I have. So I'm very lucky in that respect. And there's no predictors. You can't tell whether you know if that's going to be the case or not. So yeah, touch wood, it stays that way for a long time yet. And every day that goes by, there are people working away all around the world for new medicines, new treatments, new ways to deal with this. So it's kind of, you always have hope, and hope is the thing that you cling on to. And yeah, at the moment, you just don't look too far ahead. You enjoy the moment, you enjoy the here and the now, and you still have plans for the future. You still look ahead, but you don't forget to enjoy the moment.